It's great to win one. It's different when you win two. What was that like after repeating last night?
It's pretty cool. Great honor. A lot of credit goes to a lot of people, and just so happy for the University of Georgia and a place that's meant so much to me and my family and my wife. It was pretty special to get to.
You said a little earlier, sometimes you just have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy this one more?
I probably did enjoy this one more. I think the last one was special because we beat a team that had beaten us. This one was a little anticlimactic because we were ahead there, and you got to embrace it, and you got to kind of enjoy it. You got to share it for a long period of time in the fourth quarter. It wasn't quite like that last year.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this or not, but somehow, some way or another, some excerpts from your speech in the pregame got leaked out last night. I don't have to go there, but you're great at pushing the right motivational buttons. You've inspired people, you challenged them. When you think about Stetson Bennett's story, as you go forward in your coaching career, how will you use that story to try to inspire players in the future?
I think it'll do it itself. I mean, his story is pretty cool. We'll always sell Georgia, and I don't think Stetson would be happy if I just sold him. He would say, this whole team was really special. Sell the team, coach, because the team is bigger than any individual. And what he accomplished, what he overcame, is just incredible. In today's day and age of recruiting, you don't miss anybody, right? Mm-hmm. You don't miss guys. I mean, they comb the country. They're unbelievable. They don't miss anybody. And they missed him. We missed him. We did it wrong. And all he did was overcome all of it. What a great story. I just don't think it's going to happen very often anymore.
That's the thing. Here in Hollywood, and it seems as if this was a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime type of story. Certainly not for your program. You guys are going to be back year after year, in the mix year after year. But for that guy, from that background to lead you, that's not likely to happen ever again.
Not likely. I mean, I remember a wise man I used to work for a long time at Alabama. He said, they'll always say that person is the exception, and he is the exception. Like people will say, hey, he's the next Stetson Bennett. You got to take him. He's going to be a great player. He's going to be the next Stetson Bennett. People used to say it when I came to Georgia, and I was nowhere near as good as Stetson Bennett. But they would say, hey, he's the next Kirby Smart. You know what? No, there is no Stetson Bennett. There is no next Stetson Bennett. He was the exception, and he did unbelievable things, and what an incredible person he is.
It was really fun last night for me watching you run around the outside of the field and greet the fans. Yeah. And I was waiting to go on, and I saw you hold up one finger and then two fingers and then a third finger as you run out of there. What was that message to the Georgia people?
Oh, that was just my Jordan. I grew up watching Jordan, and I mean, we always talk about when he used to do that, and he was pretty special. Like in my generation, all these kids think that Kobe and LeBron, and much respect to all those guys, but my era, it was Jordan. And watching him do that after championships, it just kind of told you his mindset was, we're not stopping. And I always say, I told people last year, we're built to sustain. We want to continue success. To say that it's going to be that, I would never say that. Mm-hmm. But I would say that we're going to continue success because we have a really good culture and a good fan base. And I want those fans to embrace that.
It's been a great message that you've had about never being the hunted, always hunting. And that's great for you guys. But when you're back-to-back champion, whether you like it or not, they're hunting you. So what's the challenge next?
Well, they were hunting us this year.
Well, I know.
I told our players, I was like, TCU didn't have the burden of having people hunt them during the year. It kind of took them halfway through the year to be the hunted. We're not going to be the hunted now, I'm telling you. That doesn't mean we're going to win them all. It doesn't mean we're going to always get it right. I'm humble enough to know that humility is a week away. And I learned that at an early age, humility is always a week away. But we will not be hunted. That's not going to happen. So they can come after us all we want. We're coming right back.
Last question I didn't plan on. So define that. What is, if you know they're coming after you, How do you define not being hunted when you say we won't be hunted? What does that mean precisely?
It means aggression. And it goes back to last night's statement. If we're aggressive, then we're not being hunted. We're on the attack. We're on the prowl. We're trying to be the lion in the jungle that wants to be the king of the jungle. And there's only one way to do that. And it's not on Saturdays. It's not on TV. It's not. It's every day. It's like a work ethic that you got to believe in. And our kids, understand that if you have entitlement, and we spend a lot of time trying to explain how the mighty fall, and the mighty fall because of not having humility, not being where your feet are, not believing in what got you there, not being coachable. So we'll continue to sell that, and the right kids hopefully will buy into it.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.